Hello, my lovelies. So this is my first live video on here. I'm just going to share where I'm at because I think it's really important. I was always taught whenever you're sharing, start with where you're at. So where I'm at is I just moved into my new space. It is half unpacked. You can't see from this area because this area looks really clean. But, you know, as social media can be, sometimes things are illusions. I'm actually wearing sweats underneath my shirt. I'm wearing sweats and my place is half unpacked and still a mess. And I just moved in last week and then I traveled and then I came back. But I am part of a sisterhood, a circle where we have weekly topics. And the topic of dignity came up. And for me, it's really important to share because it just really hit home. I'm going to read the current OED definition of dignity and what it is and what it means and why I think this is such an important topic in this world and the current construct of how we live, our culture. Our self-worth is often dictated on the externals, what we look like, how much money we make, how many Instagram followers we have, how many likes on social media. And that can take us so far away from the truth and our divine right that I believe that we are all born with, regardless of external circumstances. We are all worthy of dignity. So I'm going to read the definition and then I'm going to go into it. Like I said, this is my first live stream. It's brand new. This is a brand new channel. So if you're watching me for the first time, if you can please share, like, follow, all of that stuff, it doesn't matter. And it's not just for me or my own feeling of value. It's because I do believe what I have to say is important and I would like as many people out in the world to hear it as possible. And the more that you guys engage, if you're receiving anything from this, when you share it and when you like it, it's just it's a way of me just knowing that that you're getting something out of this, but it's also a way just for more people to hear it because I think this message is really important. I come from the world of modeling and I understand that, and also live streaming on my other channel. I understand that we live in this world that places a lot of value on the externals and what we look like. And that's great and that's beautiful in a lot of ways, but I just want to offer something more. I want to offer something deeper. This channel, Reclaim the Way, is all about living from the inside out versus the outside in. So if that resonates with you, if you're receiving anything from this, yeah, if you could please like, share, comment. You can follow all my social media at Reclaim the Way. And I'm just going to go into it. And again, it's my first live stream and I don't have anything written down. This is not planned, but I just felt really strong. It just really resonated with me and what's going on with me at the moment. So I want to share that. So here it goes. Okay. So the current definition of the word dignity. 1, the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. 2, a composed or serious manner or style. A sense of pride in oneself, self-respect. Again, I think so much of how we currently live and how we see ourselves is based on the externals. It's like when I get the right job or, you know, I'm the right dress size or I look a certain way, then I'll be worthy of, you know, getting X, Y, and Z or having the life I live, right? And we also view others through those eyes as well. We often judge or look at, are they worthy? You know, like, do they make X amount? Do they drive a certain car? Do they live in a certain address? There's just so much that we place on the externals. And I just want to offer the opportunity to look at things a little bit differently. The opportunity to just say that I believe very strongly that God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, higher self, that we are all born on this planet for a particular reason and a purpose. And I don't believe that those reasons or purposes are necessarily the same. We all have our own personality. We have our own like dreams and desires. And I think those are all placed in us differently. So as a whole, we can all be pieces of the puzzle. I always say, to me, life is like a puzzle and sometimes the box is thrown away or you don't see the picture, the full picture, but every piece has its part, you know. And I do believe that. And I do believe we're all pieces of the whole. And I believe that we are all born with this quality of being worthy of honor or self-respect. And I just invite you to just now in this moment, I'm going to do a meditation and some I am statements. And regardless of what's going on around you, the part of the reason I feel so strongly talking about this topic is yesterday, for whatever reason, I came back, I just moved, I flew back in, my place was disaster. You can't see, but I'll show you. Well, you can't see it, but there is, like, to my right, there are unpacked bags. My kitchen is a mess. I literally just moved. So half my bags are unpacked. I'm wearing sweats right now. From the externals, I'm feeling a little bit unworthy, or maybe that's a strong statement. I'm feeling messy. I'm feeling unorganized. I'm not feeling like perfect. And part of my job and what I do is live streaming. And I didn't feel like live streaming because I just wasn't in the place. I didn't feel strong enough emotionally. And also, I couldn't stop crying yesterday. I was very emotional. But part of the reason is I was looking at myself through the externals. My apartment is a mess. It's not clean. My finances are not quite in order. It's a short month, so I'm just feeling the constraints of time and just feeling like, oh my gosh, my life isn't exactly what I want it to be. It's not this moment, I'm a mess, like all these voices, right? So many times there's these voices in our head, and so often they're not even ours. They're the voice of whatever lineage we were born into or whatever culture, and they're lies. So much of it is lies. The reality is the moment that you were born, you are worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of self-respect. You are worthy of having the life that you truly desire. You are worthy of following through on those dreams that were placed into you for whatever reason. And I just invite you to let go of the lies, let go of the constraints, let go of this idea that, oh, when I obtain this, I'll be worthy, or when my finances look like this, or my job looks like this, or I drive a certain kind of car, or I have a certain kind of address, or I have X amount of followers on Instagram. You know, right now, even in the modeling world, it's so funny. It's like, how many followers do you have? How many? And half of that stuff isn't even real anyways. Like, people buy followers, people buy likes. It's so ridiculous. And I just want you to know, regardless of the externals, you are worthy. And right now I have 0 viewers. No one's looking at me, and I don't care. For me, it's about the message. And I feel so strongly about this message that I'm willing to keep on going. I'm willing to say what I have to say, because the thing is, the universe is watching. Even if no one ever sees this, I need to say it for myself, to say the best way to learn is to teach. And yesterday I was feeling so down. I was beating myself up. I was saying all these statements that are really not true. I was talking to my best friend, and she says, I've never heard you talk this way. And somewhere in between the last week of moving and traveling and a lot of letting go and transitions, I picked up these stories, whether it's from my childhood or the culture, whatever it is, but I picked up these stories of, like, not valuing myself or not feeling worthy. And again, I don't know how many times I can say it, but anyone who's watching, I just want you to know, regardless of what is going on in your external world, regardless of how you feel, feelings aren't facts. So right now, in this moment, you are so loved. You're loved by the universe. You were put here for a reason. You are valued. You are worthy. Your dreams and desires were put in you for a reason. And regardless of how many things seem in the right way of getting the life that you want, or having what it is that you most want right now, that you are worthy. And yes, there are choices we can make that certainly align us closer to that truth. I know for me, there's certain things I can do that really help. For me, meditation, yoga, going outside, change the thought movement muscle, right? Build self-esteem by doing esteemable acts, getting out of my head, helping others. There's so many actions that you can take, but I want to focus less on the actions, and I want to focus more on the internal. Just being in this moment, regardless of my messy room or messy finances or lack of viewers or lack of likes, I am worthy and you are worthy. And so I'm going to do a short meditation and some I am statements. And again, I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to be vulnerable and just share where I'm at, because I believe that we all have these moments of feeling this way. And yet we don't hear about it a lot, right? Oftentimes the social media world is constructed in background and after X amount of whatever. This is me just being raw and vulnerable in the moment. And this channel is all about living from the inside out, just simplifying things and reclaiming the way of truth, reclaiming the way of dignity, that in this moment, dignity, the state or quality of being worthy or honor or respect. In this moment, you are worthy, regardless of how you feel, regardless of the number of on your scales, right? Regardless of your pant or dress size, regardless of your relationship status, regardless of your job or lack of job or finances, regardless of everything on the outside, you are worthy. So I'm going to just do a short meditation, and I invite you to do this with me. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Breathe that life forth into you. Breathe in that feeling of self-worth, that feeling of being loved. Let it come from outside of you. Let it come from your higher self, from your guides, from your angels, from God, the universe, whatever word resonates with you. Just breathe in that truth. In this moment, I am worthy. Breathe it into every cell of your being. Allow yourself to feel that. What does it feel like to close my eyes and not look at the mirror, not look at externals, not look at numbers, not look at constraints? What does it feel like to own my value and self-worth in this moment? Breathe in that truth. And when you breathe out, just let go. Let go of any fears, any lies, anything that tells you you're not worthy. Anything that is not that truth, that is not the truth of your divine birthright of dignity. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in love and self-worth from the entire universe. And exhale. One more time. And let go completely. I'm going to share below in the link, there is an I am song that I really like. It says, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am bliss, I am. I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am bliss, I am. I will share that in the stream. It might be copyrighted, so I'm not going to put it on here. I don't know the full rules yet, but I'm going to put the link in, and I'm just going to share a couple I am statements, and I invite you to say them with me, or even to create your own. What is your truth? When you close your eyes and when you connect to something deeper within, when you don't look at the outside world, when you don't look through these physical eyes, but when you really go within, what is your truth? And if you don't feel yet fully worthy, if you don't feel fully loved, if you don't feel fully rich in this moment, I invite you daily to just come back, just close your eyes. Don't look at the externals. That will come. The more, we create from the inside out. Yes, the externals affect us and they affect how we feel. And there are things we can do, and I will talk about that later. But right now, it's about creating your life from the inside out, from just knowing deeply and fully that in this moment, I am worthy. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. And anything you put after I am is really powerful. So often we create I am statements of things we don't want. I am exhausted, I am broke, I am poor, I am ugly, whatever it is, or I want to be. But right now, I invite you to just be present and just allow yourself to create I am statements. I am worthy. I am worthy of love. Breathe that in. I am worthy of self-respect. I am worthy of being treated of respect. Others are worthy of my love. Others are worthy of respect. Today, I will give myself love. Today, I will give myself respect. Today, I will be okay with myself exactly as I am. In this moment, I allow myself to be exactly as I am. Take a deep breath in. Just feel what that feels like. To not judge yourself, to have self-love and self-compassion. I believe that so much of your life begins from feelings. Begins with that state of being within, and then you create your outside world from that. And from this feeling, then you can take actions. And I invite you to take one action today. One action that goes in the direction of your dreams. One action that feels dignified. One action that shows worthiness and honor and respect, either to yourself or to others. And maybe make a list. Where are the areas in my life that I don't feel dignified? In my relationships, in my finances, in relationship to my body. And then you can take actions. But again, just knowing that in this moment you were born with a birthright to feel worthy. You are worthy, regardless if other people see it or not, regardless if your partner or your kids or your spouse or your children or your boss see it or not, regardless if any social media likes your pictures or follows you or not, you are worthy. In this moment, everything is perfect. In this moment, you are okay. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. I know that sometimes life can be so difficult, regardless of the outside. You can have everything on the outside and still feel lost. You can have nothing on the outside and feel rich. And so much of it is feelings. Feelings aren't facts. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. Don't allow the externals to overwhelm you. Just allow yourself to daily come back to this feeling of peace, to this feeling of worthiness, and this feeling of love. We're all worthy. We're all valuable. I love you guys. Love and light. If you haven't already, if you can please follow, share, like all these things, do help me, do help this message get out, because I think it's really important. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Reclaim the way.